Here's my little portable workbench. I made 3 of them. And this one here, the actual work table is 40 inches tall. I like a little bit taller bench, so work on carburetors, a lot of small parts. That way I don't have to bend way down. So when I designed all 3 of them, I wanted the taller benches. And my workbench here, actual workbench is 39, so it's pretty close. And then this here, this I work on quite a bit. That's only 31 inches, so that's quite a bit lower, but it's not bad to work something this low, but I prefer it around 40 inches. So anyway, I got a lot of response on my little portable workbench, and what I did was I bought a let me see. I bought a steel table from Home Depot or years ago, and then I decided to set the welder in there. And then I set a toolbox in there, and then I thought, well, it'd be handy if I could move this stuff out back, because I have a 220 and a 110 outlet out back to work on my little loader and stuff, because it won't come in here. So what I did was I went ahead and bought some wheels. These tires here, they're 12 inches in diameter, and pulled them around out back in the grass. I thought it might roll kind of hard by the time we get everything on it, so I put double wheels on everything. So it's got 8 tires on it, and it rolls really nice. And so then the next step was I thought it'd be nice to put my plasma cutter. So it already had the stick welder in there. So I put the plasma cutter and my little 135 Lincoln wire welder on there. And I kind of boxed it off so it made it look nice. And this was the original drawer. I just kept that on there. So then what I did was I wanted a vise. So the vise I put on. I put a lot of extra outlets that are bolted onto both sides. And I got my reel extension cord here with 3 plugs. Then I got a reel with the light on here extension, so that stretches out. And I got to put one of the little drill presses on there. And then I put a hose reel on there. I even got a little charging station down here for charging my batteries. And I thought it would be cute if I put little chrome wheels on it to kind of kick up a notch. And then I put the little chrome strips on it to make it look a little bit more fancy. So they want around, my friend just bought a toolbox, and it's on wheels, but it's just a toolbox. It was $20,000. So to buy one with welders and everything on it from a manufacturer, it'd be $30,000. So I built this one for around, let's see, I'd say $1,000. So it's still a lot, but anyway, I did this, and what I did was I built a little trailer type pivot point here on the front, and it's got that I made the T handle so you can turn this way or this way, and it's really easy to move around. So that's the first one. And then I put you already saw before that I put my little air compressor, I put an extra wheel on it so it was easier to roll around. I put the reel on the top, and I put the little accessory holder up here on the top. So if you didn't see that in the other video, I put some racks on here and a handle, and just made it a little bit more handy around to use. So my second one, this is my welding table. I did the same thing. They don't sell these at Home Depot or Lowe's anymore, but you can get them online. I see them online. So if you look up steel work tables, you'll see them. And that's what this is too. Just start out as a steel work table. In fact, right here's the edge of it, right there. And I put this extension on. And right here's the edge of it this way, and I put this extension on. So this was a work table with a toolbox, and I put this little toolbox here. So after I put the extensions on, I needed a bigger area to weld, so that was too small. So I put the guard around the back, and I did the same thing, put double wheels on everything. I thought if I ever needed to work out this door here opens and it goes out into the garage, so this gives me a little bit more versatility to move this stuff out. So this is the second one that I built, and the same T-handle, same pivot point, but all I'm doing is kind of giving everybody maybe tips for idea for their own, because maybe most people don't want that high of a workbench. You know, maybe they don't want their welders on there. Maybe they just want a plain, maybe they don't even want a toolbox on there, but I just thought it was handy to have all that stuff together. So, okay, over here's the third one. And this isn't really too much, really my workbench, but you can see again, right here is a metal table. And they all come with little tiny wheels, which is fine if you're going to just keep them in your shop on a cement floor. But with me, I just did it with the idea that I'm going to pull them all the way around. Even if I put the little hitch on it, got a little pin on it where you can hook it onto the garden tractor and I can pull it around. You wouldn't want to do it in the yard with little tiny wheels. With all this weight, it'd sink right in. So I did put a little smaller diameter. These are 10-inch tires, but it's got 8 tires too. And this is just the metal table and two cheap toolboxes. And then I got the T-handle on that too. And then I threw a couple of cheap toolboxes on top. So all 3 of these are my cheap roller carts. And then on this one here, you can see a little bit easier. You can see this is what I start with. I just start with these metal tables. And on this one here, I bought the countertop. And on this one here, let's see, this one just bolted right to it. So that gave me a nice table. It was like 10 feet. I think it's 10 feet long. And it's a nice height. I love the height on it. I don't think I would like it if it was lower than this. So there's my other table, and that I kept the little wheels on it because this one's not going to be going outside. So, and then we got one over here. If you just have a small toolbox on wheels, what I did was I got a little bit more use out of it by now this one here. Oh yeah, this one I built a 2x4 frame on the top of it and bolted the 2x4 standing up around the outside of the top, and then I got this little piece of countertop and I attached that to those 2x4s. So that gave me a little, if you just need a little tiny small workbench, you can just do something like this and just bolt it to the top of your little toolbox and have extra room to just putter on there. And on this one here, this was 3 cheap toolboxes, and I made some little brackets, and they got the 2x4 frame too, and so the 2x4 frame attaches to all 3 toolboxes, and then I attached the countertop to that. So it's really an easy way to make a countertop workbench. And I got these toolboxes were on sale for about, when I bought them, I think they were like $59 each. And we ended up buying, I think 10 or 12 of them. And they're not good boxes. The drawers don't slide good or anything, but it's good for storage, and it's not a bunch of wasted space underneath. So it's been I love it. I love all the workbench area that I have. So anyway, I'm not putting this on the internet to tell you that I'm making them for anybody else. I'm just putting them on there to maybe give you an idea, because a lot of people said, hey, that's a great idea. And I don't want to give you the measurements or anything, because then that's up to you build it exactly how you want. But this just gives you an idea that you can put a plasma cutter, a wire welder, a stick welder, the toolbox, the reels, the vise. You can mount them however you want. So the hose reel, and that's kind of, you can even do the, you don't even have to do, some people said you could even get an old jazzy chair motor and mount it under there and just push the button and it would be automatically move. But I didn't want to get into that kind of stuff. So anyway, just, I said before, everything in, I have such a small area that it's important that I can move everything around. Even my bender, my other drill press, everything's on wheels, and even the lift here, it's on wheels. So it's just getting maximum use out of the minimum amount of space that I have, and that way that gives you an idea how you can make them. Just get online, maybe you can find some of these metal tables on sale on Amazon or somewhere for free shipping, and buy a couple. And then go to Home Depot and Lowe's. They got a rack with the cheap countertops. So you know, you don't want to get a brand new countertop and make it all you know, crappy. But if the ones on sale, they get them. You can get them pretty cheap. And then I put the kind of the little shelves on the back of it. So this is where I do. This one's where I do all the welding and sanding, and this one's where I do all the final assembly and kind of a little bit of the paint work. So, but anyway, it's just, I just wanted to, we tried finding the video this morning of me pushing this out in the driveway, and we couldn't find it. We might have deleted it. So anyway, this will give you an update that this is today, and I'm still using them, and I still love them. So, okay, have a great day. Thanks. Oh wait, you still on? Today was a cool day, and I was going to make the announcement. We hit 1 million visitors, 1 million views today, and I've been gone for about 8 years from my web page, and we've been back like, I think, five months. And so to hit 1 million views in 5 months, that's pretty cool. I got hacked. They stole my identity. They stole my website, and we just got off 8 years ago, and now my daughter Nicole said, "Dad, how about getting on one more time and share your latest projects?" And maybe there's a new generation of kids now that are 10 years older, 8 years older, that would enjoy some of my stuff. And so I'm giving tips on how to build the toys. I'm giving tips on how I build a lot of my stuff around the outside, my little garden tractor. So hopefully you'll get some ideas. And I don't ask for nothing in return except maybe that you come here and you leave smiling. So, okay, see you later. Bye.